Alright guys, what is up? And welcome on into my Jeep Wrangler gameplay and review. I tried to do this earlier, but I didn't even realize that the shops are at 8 now. I thought they were still at 7. But yeah, we're basically gonna go ahead and take this thing out for a spin and go into my map, go into Rocket League. I can already see the interior detailed, so I have some hopes for that. But first, let's go ahead and make sure we got code CVT in. I accidentally went down one, so yeah, let's go ahead and buy this real quick. The Jeep Wrangler. Let's go. It's got the Willys kind of army decal. It's more of like those army kind of Jeeps that they would have taken back in the day into like World Wars, that kind of thing. We got the rubber duck decal. I honestly kind of like that. That fits the theme very well of this season. Not the car. We got the stone blue. I mean, I guess I could see it in a way, considering it's like a kind of like thermal kind of decal. So yeah, and then we got the rad racer. This is for if you guys want to go rallying, I guess. And I guess we also got two wheels, muddy and not muddy off-road wheels. I'm a little bit concerned about this though. The two doors concerns me, but there's no roll bars in the back. Okay, yeah, I guess let's see if it's an SUV. I'm gonna assume SUV, right? Yeah, it's SUV. Okay, good. That kind of concerned me for a second. I was like, did they mess up again? But yeah, let's go ahead and take it on my map and notice. Then we'll take it into Rocket League, check out the hitbox, that kind of thing. Alright, so my first complaint about this thing. Okay, so pricing was good, 2,000 V-Bucks. My first complaint though is where are the base decals? Epic. Gotta give us some base decals, you know. Okay, well let's go ahead and look at it. Obviously, get the stone blue decal first, like a grid kind of, like thermal aspects on it. Or like kind of like a heat map in a way, I guess. Looks pretty cool. Next up, you get the racing one. I said it was. It says right there, it's way too blurry to be able to tell. That says solar something though. Or you got Wrangler down here. Oh, does have that? Yes, it does. Obviously, you got the rail kind of badge right here on the side for. Obviously, Jeep at the front. I kind of wonder how this compares to the other. We bring out the other one. Check. See how it like compares. You know, look at this. Get the rubber duck decal. And this decal is probably one of my favorites, but my absolute favorite has to be this one right here. The military decal looks really. Obviously, you got the big muddy tires in the back. On these ones, you got the more clean tires. Kind of like they came out of the car wash over there. Really nice decal. Look in the back real quick. So obviously, you got like two cup holders right there. I don't really got anything else going on there. Okay, one of these has to be an emergency parking brake, right? Or a handbrake or whatever. Because there is no way they added two shifters into a Jeep. Pedals. Tell me there's pedals. Please tell me there's pedals. Pedals? Pedals. Oh, no. Going insane with them not adding the pedals. Also, this is so... Maybe that's just my fault. Hold on. That might be my fault. We're gonna see. No, that's not my fault. That's their fault. That is definitely their fault. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and see how it sounds. And I'll bring out the other Jeep for a little comparison. So, yeah. Let's go and see how it sounds. Unicorn. Okay, nice. I like the little crease there on the top with the hard top. Okay, moment of truth. Yes, we do. Oh, thanks. That was kind of worrying. Alright. Okay. Hold on. I mean, not terrible. Sounds pretty nice overall. Gonna park her back up here. Actually, hold on. Let's get her fixed. Alright. Get them repaired. So next, I do want to bring out one version of the other Jeep. I'm pretty sure the other one was also 2000. And it had, I think, a few more decals than this one does. So, yeah, let's go check it out real quick. This one's wheels out of the ground. Okay. Here we are. Obviously, from the difference, from immediate differences, you can tell this one's a lot more pitted and it has higher suspension than this does. You can also tell the lot bigger. So that's kind of pay to lose there in its own right. At the same time, this one has a tire block. See, so say like you try to get a snipe when you're in front of them, can't really do that too well. Can't do it as easily. Look at this. Can you... Wait, does this thing have a hitbox on it or no? Hold on. It doesn't. It only impairs their vision. Oh, this thing doesn't have a hitbox on it anymore. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Which, I mean, like, I guess is kind of fair since they always say no pay to win. Obviously, you can tell it looks a lot more outdoorsy, kind of like off-roady kind of Jeep than this one does. Because obviously, you get the fuel on the side, bags, got the off-road rally lights on the top, you got the big bash bar and tow hook on the front. Plus, you got the spare tire. And I'm not even sure what this is called. I always just call it a scuba. But yeah, compared to this one, where it's more compact, more got more basic base Jeep. So I guess really depends on which one you want out of. Like, do you want like just more civilian looking car, or do you want one that says, "Oh yeah, I go out off-roading a lot," you know, that kind of thing. But obviously, like I said, this one's tires can get shot out a lot easier. Not like a whole, like, what? Yeah, you see all this rubber on top right here? All the tire tread and stuff like that? That's how much of a height difference it has against the new one. They're both 2000 as well, so I'm pretty sure this one has all the base decals plus a Tomb Raider decal as well, while this one just has 4 decals. So plus it has this big blue decal right here that I'm using, which I'm not really sure what the difference is from a regular kind of, I guess this Rubicon on this side, maybe? But yeah, let's go ahead and bring this new one into Rocket League real quick, and we'll see how it is in there, check out the hitbox, that kind of thing. Alright guys, so we are inside Rocket League. I just now tried to record this, but I forgot to change my game over into Rocket League, so yeah. First thing you'll notice out of the Jeep, right? Obviously, here you can see that. A lot of the decals are a lot more textured. The like textures are rendered a lot better. So right here, obviously you can tell the words better, Vigilante and Solar Bright. I'm not sure if you could see these ones back here. I didn't spot those if they were, so yeah. You got the rubber duck decal and the stone blue decal looking a lot better instead of Rocket League. Then obviously you got the wheels right here, regular. You got the muddy, obviously. You've also got the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon ones if you bought that as well. So. And then over here inside of the item shop, it does have its sound transferable between cars, which is really good. Alright, I'll go ahead and take you guys into free play for a second, show you guys that box, that kind of thing, because yeah, I just not tried to record it, but my fault. The hitbox obviously looking pretty accurate for the back. The only thing that's really not accurate on the back is the tire, the big spare tire. But yeah, that thing shouldn't really affect you too much anyway. And on the front, really the only thing on the front that's not affected by the hitbox is the rear bar. So yeah. Other than that though, really nice car. Kind of like a little bit of a boxy car, kind of like the Fennec in a way, in my opinion. At least kind of reminds me of the Fennec in the fact that it's like more of a compact, boxy kind of vehicle. The hitbox kind of reminds me of the Fenix as well, honestly. And you could tell there, it's pretty decent at dribbling, even though I don't even know how to dribble. I'm actually doing a little bit. I'm only good with Heat Seeker, so it's like my only good mode. Yeah, the Jeep feels really nice though, overall. Only 2,000 V-Bucks. If you guys are picking it up, use the TBT. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.